Welcome to a 50-minute vinyasa flow style yoga practice. My name's Kailey. When you're ready, we can get started on your mat on your back. Feel free to open your practice in a different shape, a different posture, if lying on your back doesn't feel comfy to you. Option to bend the knees and plant the feet here. Bring your hands somewhere onto your torso. Wherever they land is fine. Let the eyes soften or perhaps even close, and then just breathe in and breathe out for a moment here. Take 2 more cycles of breath without forcing the breath. See if you can lengthen your inhale, drawing it a little bit deeper, perhaps into the belly. Nice smooth exhale. Letting the belly drop and the rib cage soften back down toward the floor. One more deep inhale through the nose. Let the belly fill like you're filling up a balloon here. Let the breath continue to roll up into the sides of the body and maybe even the collarbones or the shoulders lift at the top. Sigh it out with your exhale. Bend the knees if they're not already. Feet are planted underneath the knees here. And then small windshield wipers with the knees. Bring your arms to a W or a goalpost shape. Just check in with the low back. How is everything around the pelvis moving, the hips, the lumbar spine? If this feels pretty comfy, go ahead and increase your range of motion. Feel free to adjust your feet. Sometimes bringing the feet a little bit farther forward and a little bit farther away from each other. So forward on the mat and toward the edges of your mat can be helpful. Take a couple more rounds. See if you can convince yourself to slow down a little bit. I promise we will get a little bit more speed at points in this practice. But for now, see if you can convince yourself to slow down. You've gotten so used to a pace of life that is way too fast for our nervous systems to totally process everything. Bring the knees back through center. Walk them back in a little bit closer to your body. Hug the right knee into your chest. Give it as much of a squeeze as feels good. So you can interlace your fingers around that shin and then circle your right ankle here. So we're going to move through the feet a little bit before we put full body weight on them. The better, switch the direction of those circles. The better you move through your feet, the safer the knees are, the better that kinetic chains communication will be from the floor up. Extend the leg up toward the ceiling, point your right toe, and then flex the right foot. Press the heel away from you. See if you can even pull your pinky toe toward your shin. Point the toe and flex. A couple more like that. Let's keep the right leg long. Bring the arms down by your sides, palms face down, and then engage the core as you slowly lower that right leg all the way down to the mat in front of you, so the heel's down. We're going to slide that foot up, bend the knees, slide the foot up, and then extend the leg. So press the low back down, just moving that foot out and in from core strength. Tiny tuck to the tailbone if that feels okay in your body. And then pull the floating ribs down. So it might even feel like you could slide a folder or something, a very thin file underneath your low back. For 5. Relax through the sides of the neck. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the right foot planted underneath the knee. If you want, you can reset. A couple slow little windshield wipers or shimmy the hip. Bring the left knee into the chest. Interlace your fingers around the left shin. Rotate the left ankle. Go a few times clockwise, a few times counterclockwise, trying to spread the toes, switch the direction of those circles. Extend the left leg up, flex the foot, curl the toes back toward your shin. It's totally okay if that knee is bent still. In fact, a lot of the time that's going to give you a better stretch. Point the toes toward the ceiling, really open up to the front of the ankle and the shin, and then flex the toes back toward your shin. A couple more times like that. Move through the foot, wake up all those little nerves and muscles and joints. Left leg is going to stay long here. Palms to the side for a little support. Tuck the tailbone a bit, engage your core as you lower your left heel all the way down. And then we'll do those heel slides. So slide the heel in and out. Keep the tailbone tucked just a tiny bit and pull the abdominals down like you're trying to pull your core toward your spine, toward the back of the ribs. For 5, 4, 3, 2, foot underneath, knee on 1, palms to the side again, lift the hips up, come into your bridge pose. Send the knees forward as you breathe in. Keep the hips high as you breathe out. Lower the hips, inhale the arms back over your head. We're gonna flow a little bit here. Exhale, arms to the side, hips toward the ceiling. Lengthen the chin away from the chest. Inhale, hips down, arms reach up. Exhale, palms to the side, press the hips up. Take a few more here. Sometimes moving a little bit slower and connecting with your breath gives you a chance to feel a little bit more present. A little bit more tuned into what you might need from your practice today. It might be a practice that you need to take it a little easier. It might be a practice where you want to absolutely find your edge and your challenge. Keep the hips lifted the next time. Keep both feet down. Last little activation exercise for the feet, but shift 90% of your effort into your right foot without letting the left hip drop. So hips stay level, but just use the right leg to do this posture. If you want, you could even float the left foot up, but I tend to feel like that puts too much pressure in the right knee. Just feel it out, what's right for your body. Switch, so 90%, maybe 99%, maybe 100% if you want to float the right foot up into the left foot. All right, equalize the effort, so 50-50 between the feet. Press straight down for 3, unclench the jaw for 2, and lower down on 1. Bring one knee and then the other knee into the chest. Make some circles over the low back or rock side to side. When you're ready, meet me in a tabletop on your hands and your knees. No rush to get there. So one of the objectives of this practice is to move like you care about yourself, like you care about your body. Circle the shoulders over the wrists. Switch the direction of those circles. Extend the right leg back behind you. Tuck the toes under and push your right heel away. So we already activated that a lot. Keep the right hand down. Inhale the left arm up. So find a rotation here. Stay long through the low back. Big breath. Exhale that hand down. Switch sides. So left toes tuck. Press the ball of the foot back into the mat. Find that stretch. And then inhale. Right arm comes up. Long through the spine. Working to stack the wrists. Exhale, bring it down. Let's switch side to side. So a little bit different than a dragonfly twist because we've got that knee down, but same kind of idea for trunk rotation. So starting to warm up all of the muscles that are involved in twisting. So active twisting here. The next time you've got your right arm up, let's pause there. So pause with the right arm up and the left leg back. And then reach the right arm back, square the chest a bit, float the left leg up. You can stay here or bend the left knee and maybe touch the left ankle or the left foot. See how much ease you can bring to your face, to your jaw, to your brow. Without slingshotting anything, reach the right arm forward, left leg back. Big breath in here, grow long from wrist to ankle. Elbow to knee under your body. Round the back, press the left hand down. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, curl it in. Navel hugs in toward the spine. 3 more. Pump the breath. Starting to build a lot of heat here. Feel free to take those open mouth exhales. Sometimes that can be a nice way to cool down a little bit. Last time, keep the elbow and the knee hugging in tight, 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 tight. And then you're going to set the right hand down. Kick the left leg back. Rotate into a side plank. So you might choose to pivot your right toes back back towards the floor behind you. Lift the left arm up. We'll circle through that left arm. I haven't done a ton in the arms just yet. Stay long through the spine here. Switch the direction of those circles. Feel free to put a bend in the elbow. Left arm comes forward. Nice big breath in here. Maybe kind of arch the spine to create a little bit of a rainbow. Press the knife edge of your left foot down. High push up. Left hand under left shoulder. Firm through the whole body. So mostly arms, chest, and back here are engaged, but definitely the core and the legs are playing a role too. Shift the heels side to side for 5, 4, keep the sideways pulling in, 3, 2, stay in the center, take a breath in, and then lower all the way down. Walk the hands away from the body, 6 to 12 inches away from the shoulders onto the floor. 10 the fingers curl up into a wide arm cobra. Not going for a ton of height necessarily here, but squeeze the shoulder blades toward the spine. Look over your right shoulder, take a breath in. As you exhale, look toward the left, drop the right shoulder down toward the center of the mat. Come up to the center, inhale, look toward the right elbow. Exhale, drop the left shoulder down. Come back to the center, breathe in. Lower everything as you breathe out. Palms under shoulders, tuck the toes, press it to a high plank position. Big, deep inhale here. Lower the knees on the exhale, sit back onto your heels. The eyes soften or maybe even close. We're almost through our warm-ups. Good moment to check in with yourself, to welcome all of the parts of yourself to your practice. The parts that are like raring to go, that are maybe a little impatient with the seated meditation. The parts that maybe have some resistance. Just make it as inclusive as possible. There's nothing about yourself that is uninvited to the space. Nothing about the body, the mind, or the spirit. Bring your hands to the heart, either palms around the breastbone or hands to Anjali Mudra. Lift the chest into the hands, tip the chin up, lean forward just a little bit. So arch the back like you're coming into cow here, breathe in. On the exhale, tuck the chin toward your chest, make a W with the arms, pull the shoulders back, round the back. Again, inhale, palms to the chest, press the heart into the hands. Exhale, find that cat stretch, chin to chest. 2 more. See how smooth you can move through the spine. Great, meet me on your hands and your knees again. Inhale the left arm up, the right leg back. Square the chest here. Float the right leg up, reach the left arm back, bend the knee. Maybe you find a bind. Maybe just reaching for that foot is enough today. Maybe with a bend in the right knee. Lengthen the spine again. Inhale, reach the left arm forward. Right ankle tugs back. Exhale, elbow to knee under your body. 4 more times. Strong, controlled. See if you can really own how the body is moving here. Pursed lips exhales, perhaps. Last one. Next time the left arm is long and the right leg is back, pause there. You're going to set that left hand down. Pivot the left foot if you want. Bring the right foot down. Find your side plank. Right arm peels up and open. And then circle through your right shoulder. Big, deep, clear breaths here. Switch the direction of those circles. You play around with pressing the knife edge of the right foot down. Maybe get just another millimeter of length in the spine. Top arm comes forward as you breathe in. High push up as you breathe out. Shift to the toes. Take a breath in. Lower all the way down. One more time like that. On the inhale, find cobra, but float the hands. Imagine that you're pulling your body forward, that you're trying to slide past the top of the mat. downward facing dog on the exhale. Ooh, so hopefully everything's feeling nice and warmed up. Every joint's gotten a little bit of attention, got some muscle activation. We're gonna work through about 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar A here. Look forward with the heels. And then walk your feet to the top of the mat. Let's take a forward fold with feet about hips distance to start. Catch the crooks of the opposite elbows. Find a little bit of a weight shift from foot to foot. Let the trunk sway side to side. Nice place to give the head a gentle little shake or a little nod. Bring the palms to the shins. If you want, you can adjust the feet here. Find your halfway stretch. Lengthen the crown of the head away from the tailbone. Breathe in. Catch the calves as you breathe out. Maybe the knees stay softly bent. That feels good in my body today. Roll it up slowly. Try and finish your inhale as you finish stretching the arms toward the ceiling or maybe the sky if you're practicing outside. Bring the hands to your heart on the exhale. Eyes soften down toward the tips of your fingers. Inhale, reach the arms up. Option to lift up onto the balls of the feet. Find a little balance challenge. Heels down as you fold forward, send the hips back. Halfway stretch, that's where you breathe in. Plant the hands, step back to high push-up and lower half or all the way down on the exhale. Upward dog, cobra, inhale, find some space in the front of the chest. Down dog on the exhale. Stay here, take a breath in. Soften the jaw with your exhale. Look forward and then travel to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Rise with the inhale, stretch, get tall, maybe lift the heels. This time, create a W shape with your arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades down and then tuck the chin back in toward the chest. You might even feel your abdominals engaged. So the chin moves back, almost like, ooh, you're trying to give yourself a double chin here. Heels down, arms up, breathe in. Maybe you take the eyes up. Forward fold as you breathe out. Halfway lift on the inhale. High to low push up to get through your flow. When you land in downward facing dog, you can pause for a breath cycle or a few breath cycles, or you can just flow right back to the top of the mat and take one more round of sun salutation. You be really intentional, really skillful and deliberate about how you're using your breath, what you're noticing about the sensations in the body. So skillful and deliberate doesn't necessarily mean that it looks like picture perfect. It means that you're gaining awareness and insight as you move. When you land in downward facing dog, pause and pedal it out. On your next inhale, take the right leg up. Let's try some external rotation. So bend the knee, stack the right hip on top of the left, and then make some circles with your right knee. So move that right thigh bone around in its socket. Switch the direction of those circles. Stay long in the spine here if you can. Re-extend the right leg, take a breath in. Step the right foot forward. Keep the left heel lifted. We're going to come into Crescent Lunge. Option to lower the left knee. You want a little bit more of that grounded sensation in the body. Bring the hands to the heart center. Open up to Warrior Two. Sink into the lunge. So really anchor into your front leg. Anchor into the knife edge of your left foot. A big full inhale, stretch the wrists further away from one another. As you exhale, pivot the left heel up and then rotate the torso to the right, open arm twist. Reach the left arm up, right hand maybe comes to the low back or the inner or outer left thigh. From here, we're going to take a prayer twist. So palms together, left elbow hooks the outside of that right leg. Press the right hand down into the left. Again, bring your awareness into the spine. See if you can inhale and create a little bit more space between each and every vertebra. We're going to open up into star. Take your time. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, skandasana or low lunge to the back. I'm going to start with a low lunge and let everything kind of warm up. So low lunge, you bend into the left knee. Maybe the fingertips come in line with your toes. The toes are pivoted toward the long left side of your yoga mat. Skandasana, if that feels good in your body, melt the hips all the way down. Feel free to use your hands for support or play around with a different arm variation. So you're either in your side lunge or skandasana. Walk to the top of the mat with the hands. We'll find extended side angle. So pivot the right toes forward, right forearm to right thigh, lift the left arm up and overhead, or reach it straight up, or make a little kind of teapot handle here with the hand. Press into the feet, pull some of the energy up the inner edges of your legs, and then lengthen the tailbone toward your left heel. Last big inhale here. Plant the hands, step back, and flow through your vinyasa. And always skip that low push-up and this back bend. We'll go straight into downward facing dog if that feels better today. When you land in down dog, inhale the left leg up. Bend the knee, externally open that hip. So we'll only do this stretch the first time through. Press into the palms, maybe even square your left underarm down so it's pointing the same direction as your right, and then circle through your left knee. Bring your awareness to that space where the top of the left thigh bone, the femur, is plugging into that hip socket. Switch the direction of those circles. See if you can move around there a bit, and some smooth circles. Re-extend the left leg, breathe in. Step the left foot forward, set up and come up into crescent lunge. Eyes settle onto one spot that's not moving on the horizon. You're lucky enough to have a window, maybe you can find like a really bright green leaf. We're about to hit the summer solstice here next Tuesday. Everything is super vibrant in the garden here. Bring the hands to the heart this time. I just like that transition better for the shoulders. Pivot the back heel down, warrior two. Set the eyes over your left fingertips. Maybe find that same focal point, same drishti. All right, we're going to spin that right heel up. Rotate the trunk to the left for your open arm twist. See if you can pull the shoulders back over the hips. Inhale, the right arm comes up, left hand comes down. Lengthen the spine, always finding that space. And then prayer twist to the left. Right elbow hooks the outside of the left thigh. Get strong through your back leg. Keep gently tugging that left hip crease back. So the twist is coming from the spine and not the pelvis. All right, we're going to open up into star. Inhale, create some space with all of your limbs, and then skandasana or side lunge to the back of the mat. So the version, the ideal posture to choose is the one that benefits you the most. And there's sometimes a fine line, right? So you need to experiment and figure out what feels like it's giving you the most potential, like strengthening and stretching without causing any possible discomfort in the joints. Take another long inhale in either version. Walk the hands to the top of the mat. On the exhale, bend the left knee, left forearm, left thigh, right arm comes up or to the right hip. Take the right arm forward, breathe in. Flow through your vinyasa, smooth, or step straight to down dog. You do a variation, taking cow as well instead of upward facing dog. I'll show that next time. When you land in down dog, take a big cleansing inhale through your nose. Open your mouth for your exhale, let the jaw relax. Lift the heels, look forward, and then step or hop to the top. Halfway stretch, inhale, palms against the shins. Forward fold, exhale, maybe the chin even tucks toward the chest there. Roll all the way up, big full body stretch here, breathe in. Take an open arm twist to the right and lift the right knee. So find your balance here. Maybe you even lift the left heel. Both feet down, inhale, arms up. Open arms to the left, lift the left knee, maybe the right heel. Feet down, arms up on the inhale. If you're wobbling, I promise you're building strength. Forward fold on the exhale, as long as you're being safe. Halfway stretch, breathe in. Step or float back to chaturanga. Upward dog on the inhale. Oh, I said I'd demo something else. Downward dog on the exhale next time. Right leg lifts, breathe in. This time bring the right knee to the left elbow. Shift forward so your shoulders are stacking over the wrist, and then push the hands through the mat like you're trying to kind of glue the mat into the floor. Kick the right leg, out to the left for 5, or hold it there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the right knee to the right elbow, and then lower the right knee just to a hover right behind the wrist. Lift it up, lower it down. For 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to pivot to the outer edge of your left foot. Bring the right toes back behind you. Lift the right arm up, but don't totally drop your weight into the right foot. Lift the right knee up, tap the toes down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the knee bent, plant the hands, step the right foot all the way through. Crescent lunge, we're back in our flow. Inhale, reach up. Warrior 2, exhale, maybe the hands come through heart center. Anchor into your lunge. Pivot the back heel, inhale as you rotate, open. Stay for the exhale, sink the hips down a bit. Lift the left arm, inhale, find that reverse crescent. Prayer twist on your exhale, left elbow, right thigh. Take a breath in, stay here for the breath out. I'm going to shift the weight forward into the right foot, come up into a one-legged mountain. Inhale, left leg lifts. Some days are like that. Arms come up. Exhale, open arm twist, option to lift your right heel. Drop the heel down, but keep the left knee lifted. Inhale. This time find a figure 4. Left ankle crosses over the top of your right thigh, hands to the heart. Sink the hip creases back. Okay, get long through the spine. And then breathe into the sensation of that stretch. Notice if you're forcing the stretch, see if you can breathe through that space. It's a little edgy. So not pushing, not forcing, but relaxing your body into it. And maybe that doesn't feel possible, just do your best. We're gonna bring the left knee up again and the arms up. Inhale, lengthen out. There's the cat on the mat now. Fly it back into airplane on your exhale. Think about lengthening that back ankle, softening your right knee. So create some space between the right hamstring, the back of the left hamstring, back of the left hamstring and the left side of the pelvis. From here, drop the foot, reverse warrior, inhale up and around. Exhale, cartwheel your hands, my goodness. We're gonna find a side plank. Bring the right leg back behind you. Lift the right arm up. And absolutely stagger the feet here or lower the left knee. Reach the right arm forward, breathe in. Here's where I'll demo. Bring the hand down on the exhale. Drop the knees to the mat so you're in a tabletop. Cow pose, breathe in, tuck the toes under. So that's subbing in for our up dog. downward facing dog, lift the hips back. So just another way to stay in the flow, stay with your breath. Left leg lifts on the inhale. Left knee, right elbow on the exhale. You can keep it exactly where it is and hold this static kind of isometric burn, or kick the left leg to the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, left knee, left elbow. Hold it there in that iso burnout, or lower the knee to hover right behind the wrist and lift it up. 4, 3, 2, words get harder. Last one, you're gonna rotate to the outer edge of the right foot, lift the left hand, left toes tap down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that left hand down, keep the knee bent, step the foot all the way through, crescent lunge. Here we are, inhale. Warrior 2, exhale. Pivot the back heel, take a breath in, and then rotate to the left. So breathe out. Right arm up, left arm down, inhale. Prayer twist, exhale. Full breath cycle. So when we move one breath, one motion, this will just be an exhale. On the inhale, right knee comes up, arms come up. And then exhale, open arm twist to the right, maybe the left heel lifts. Back to the center, inhale the left heel down. Exhale, figure 4 on this side, hands to the heart or to the hips. Hinge the hips back. So instead of rounding the spine here, think about keeping the back flat and then setting your butt back like you're gonna sit down into a chair. And relax through the sensation of that stretch. You'll bring more ease into your face. More ease into your attitude or your energy here. That's a hard one for me. 3, 2, right knee up on 1. Inhale, arms come up. Airplane, exhale that right leg back. Soften the left knee. Press down through the base of the left big toe. And then lengthen the back of the right thigh away from the right side of the pelvis. Tiny tap of the tailbone if that feels okay in your back. You're ready, step the right foot back, reverse your warrior, inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, we've got side plank, bringing that left leg back, left arm up, maybe float the left leg, maybe drop the right knee. Not a wrong way to do it if you're listening to your body. Take the top arm forward, breathe in, and then flow through your vinyasa. Exhale if you want to hands and knees. Inhale into cow. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take a breath there, find a reset. We're gonna work back to the top of the mat and add some stuff on at the top. So lift the heels, look forward on empty lungs. Exhale, exhale all the breath, step or hop to the top. Halfway stretch, breathe in. Forward fold and breathe out. Rise with the inhale, lengthen. Open arm twist to the right, lift the right knee. On your inhale, keep the knee lifted, reach the arms forward. And then exhale, interlace your fingers around the sole of the right foot. So the thumbs will come toward the top of the right foot and the fingers interlace around the sole of the foot. Hug that thigh up into your chest, long through the back. Stay here or start to stretch the right leg forward. Bring your nose toward the right knee, toward the right shin. For 3. We're gonna open it up into a twist 2 and 1. Maybe the left hand moves to the outside of the right foot, right arm comes back. Maybe you come back into a bent knee variation. Find that rotation in the spine again, tailbone tucks and lowers down, crown of the head lengthens and lifts up. Come back to the center here. Release the foot, but stretch it forward. Without leaning forward or backward, pulse that right leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing splits. Hands come down, right leg lifts. Big inhale. Shiva Squat. Exhale, right knee, left calf. Inhale, take it back to standing splits. Exhale, lower it to the left calf.
5, 4, go slower than I'm counting, 3, or not, you can speed it up if you want, 2, as long as you feel safe doing so, and 1, keep that right leg lifted, take a breath in, step the right foot to the back of the mat on the exhale, reverse warrior, peel up and open here, inhale, warrior 2 to the back of the mat, little fancy footwork, exhale. Straighten out the right leg, take a breath in as you reach the right fingertips forward, hinge the hips back, and then find triangle here. Great place for a block. I don't say that for no reason. I, in fact, wish I had one so that I could focus just on the spine here. Press down into the feet. Maybe if it feels like that's available, you can hover the right hand. Reach the top arm forward, big long inhale, and then circle that left hand down. Come through Prasarita, lock the hands to the top of the mat, and then step the right foot to meet the left. Half lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. All the way up on the inhale. Open arm twist to the left, lift the left knee. Extend that left leg, or come back to the center round, breathe in. Interlace the fingers around the sole of the foot, thumbs cross over the top of the foot. You stay here. Nose to knee is a lot easier with a bent left leg, or you can play around with straightening that left leg. I'm going to take a twist again. So perhaps you move the right hand to the outside of the left foot, or you can rebend the left knee and catch the crook of that knee. Left arm comes back. Inhale, look forward, square the chest. Keep that left leg lifted. Tug into the low belly, little pulses. 5, 4, standing splits on 3, 2, and 1. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, left knee, right calf. Work the breath here. Inhale, find some length, and then exhale, squeeze and contract the thighs together as you exhale, knee to calf. 4, 3, 2, hold your standing splits on 1, breathe in. Step the left foot back, reverse warrior. Inhale, open all the way up to the right side body. Warrior 2 to the back of the mat on the exhale. Straighten the left knee, hinge the hips, breathe in. Left hand, left shin. Right arm comes up for triangle. 3 to 5 deep breaths, depending on how quickly you're breathing. See if you can slow it down so it really is just 2 more long breaths here. Relax the sides of the neck. Right arm comes forward, inhale. Walk it through Prasarita as you exhale. Pivot the toes forward, step your left foot to meet the right. Halfway stretch, breathe in. Plant the hands, step or float back through your vinyasa. We've got 1 more round through our flow. From downward facing dog, right leg comes up, breathe in. Right knee, left elbow. 5 to 0 kicks to the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right knee, right elbow. 5 to 0 hovers and lifts. 4, use your core. 3, push the palms into the mat. 2, and 1, keep the knee bent. Rotate to the outer edge of the left foot. Lift the knee, lift the right arm. Woo, little balance challenge. 5 to 0 toe taps. Or you could come into wild thing. 4, 3, 2, right knee stays bent. Bring the right foot all the way through. Crescent lunge, inhale it up. A little sloppy transition there, that's okay. Warrior 2 on the exhale. Stay here, take a breath in as you open up across the wrists and the chest. Exhale, pivot the back heel, open arm crescent twist. Left arm up, breathe in. Prayer twist as you breathe out. On an inhale, left knee comes up, arms come up to the top of the mat, breathe in. Figure 4, breathe out. Sink into the hips, full inhale. Relax into the stretch as you exhale. Lift the knee and the arms, breathe in. Airplane as you breathe out. Stay in your airplane pose. We're gonna come into a Shiva Squat from here. Option to take warrior 3, or you take airplane again. So warrior 3, reach the arms forward, airplane, reach the arms back. Take a breath in as you find your Shiva Squat. Exhale, airplane or warrior 3. First lift, exhale, gonna give you a little bit more oomph. 2 more, inhale, Shiva Squat. Exhale, airplane or warrior 3. 1 more time. Bring the hands to the heart, find your balance, and then slow motion. Take a point, really control this movement. Slow motion, step the left foot to the back. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, side plank. Lift the right leg and the right arm. Reach the right arm forward, rainbow the spine, big breath in. Flow through your vinyasa, or just go straight to downward facing dog. Home stretch here. Inhale the left leg. Left knee, right elbow. You can hold it there, or 5 kicks to the right. 4, maybe 10 the right fingers, give yourself more space. 2 and 1. Left knee, left elbow, hold it there, or lower toward the wrist and lift toward the elbow. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the left knee bent, rotate to the outer edge of the right foot, lift the left arm, lift the left knee, and then tap the toes back for 5, or take wild thing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot to the top, left hand down or not. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, Vira 2. Breathe in, lift the chest. Pivot the right heel as you exhale, rotate to the left. Right arm up, inhale. Prayer twist, exhale. Losing track of right and left. Inhale, right knee comes forward, arms come up. Exhale, figure 4 at the top. Inhale, right knee up, arms up. Exhale, fly it back into airplane. Take a breath in. Prepare for that Shiva Squat. Breathe out. Shiva Squat is the inhale. So in this case, the exhale gives you a little bit more like activation for muscles. Take a big breath in your Shiva Squat to prepare. Exhale, airplane or Vira 3. 3 more. I stand 1 spot. The next time you're in your airplane or warrior 3, bring the hands to the heart, slow motion transition, right foot to the back. Inhale the left arm, anchor into your lunge. Cartwheel the hands, last side plank. Lift the left arm, maybe the left leg. Bring the left arm forward and then lower the left forearm down. Spin your heels to the left, reach your right arm up, forearm side plank. Lower the right forearm, spin your heels to the right, lift the left arm up, forearm side plank. Left palm down, heels left, right arm lifts. We're gonna move back and forth. Right palm down, heels right, left arm lifts. Forearm side plank, left forearm down, inhale. Right forearm down, exhale, left arm up, inhale. 1 more time, side plank, exhale, left hand down, inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up. Both palms down, hold your plank pose or take a forearm plank. Soften the jaw, bring your awareness to the back of the neck as you push the hands down, make sure the shoulders are over the wrist, and then notice what's going on in your neck here. Look about 1 to 2 feet in front of the top of your mat, and then lengthen the back of the neck. So almost like a mama cat, if you were like a kitten and a mama cat came and like grab the scruff of your neck here, and you bring those cervical vertebrae in line with everything else for 5. 4, relax through those edgy spots. 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, seated meditation, or lie down onto your back. We will land there shortly. Wherever you feel like you have a good chance of settling in, let your senses open. It's possible, see if you can notice what's going on inside of your body. So the word for it is interoception. Most of us, our energy is externally focused a lot of the time, and it can be hard to know what we're feeling emotionally or even physically, or to know if we're tired or hungry or thirsty, let alone whether we can suss out if we're frustrated or angry or sad. Just notice, where is there tension in the body? Where is there space? You notice the temperature of your body. Notice the sensation of your breath, right? That rising on the inhale, softly falling on the exhale. Just in any way, whether you're on your back or in the seat with me, to create a little bit more ease without collapsing into it. So there's a alert quality, but it's calm. If you're not already on your back, go ahead and meet me there. Bring the knees into the chest one more time, and then hook the back of the knees, extend the right leg up, bend the right knee again, extend the left leg up, bend the left knee, gentle little kicks up here. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel the knees move as smooth as possible. So power vinyasa is pretty activating for our nervous system. And in order for it to be really productive, really beneficial, the end of the practice where you let everything kind of start to calm down is important. Plant the feet down on the mat underneath the knees. Bring the arms to a W or cactus or T. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. Adjust the feet in whatever way is going to help you feel into a range of motion that's comfy in the hips and the pelvis. Let the eyes close. It feels important to have them open for any reason, so you can soften the eyes. And then the next time the knees are over to your right, stay there. Bring the left knee into your chest. Catch the crook of the left knee with the right hand. Nod your chin to the left. And hone back in on the sensation of your breath, moving through your body, moving through the twist. We have a fur visitor here. Hello, Sasha. Come back to the center. And then switch, take your knees to the left, bring the right knee in, catch the crook of the right knee. When you're ready, meet me in Shavasana. It feels good to extend the legs and the arms and give the arms a little space away from the body, give the legs a little space away from each other. Go for it. If Shavasana isn't the most comfortable for you, feel free to take Shavasana on your side, on your tummy, in a seat. Do take 30 to 40 seconds here. Just let the tension in the shoulders melt. So you can soften the space between the eyes. We'll be here just about 30 more seconds. Listen for the sound of my voice shortly to close together. Stay here. If you're on your back, bring your legs together. Interlace your fingers, and then press the palms over your head. Big long body stretch. Big inhale. Point the toes. See if you can create just maybe another millimeter of length from the palms to the tips of the toes. And exhale, let it go. Meet me in a seat, zero rush to get there. When you land, bring your hands to your heart. I was reminded of this expression earlier today that when I was young, I admired smart people. And as I've grown older, I admire kind people. And I always think about yoga and how that ultimately comes back to us and how we treat ourselves. Maybe moving forward throughout your day, find just one or two little tiny ways to be extra kind to yourself and trust that that has a ripple effect on the people in your life. Circle the arms up overhead. Last deep inhale. Bend the elbows, palms face forward. Exhale, squeeze the shoulders. Blink the eyes open. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me, for your practice. I hope that you really do take extra kind care of yourself for today.